when God speaks a message to one, and that's the only one, it's not from God. Because we're a family, and God speaks to a bunch always. And I wouldn't have even done this seminar if I was the only one thinking that revival and awakening was beginning to come to God's people, and that it was going to come to our nation, and it was going to come soon. It's happening everywhere. I can tell you, I've got notes since I've been here from you guys who said you affirmed something I've been praying for and been on my heart for the last few months. Many of you have told me about your pastors who are speaking the same message that I'm speaking. And so I prepared for this seminar on revival and awakening. And I read a lot of books. John Woodbridge's book on revival stories. I interviewed him when that came out. And I remember being thrilled listening to what he had to say about an awakening taking place in America. I read Colin Hansen's book, A God-Sized Vision, revival stories that stretch and stir. And then there was Dutch Sheets' book, What Would Happen If He Did It Again? And then I read David Kinnaman and Gabe Lyons, Good Faith, Being a Christian When Society Thinks You're Irrelevant and Extreme, and 10 other books in preparing for this so I wouldn't say stupid things when I sat on this chair in front of you. In almost all of these books, they talk about what happens before revival. And you need to know that passage that we've all heard and felt guilty about, but it's being quoted to us, and it's often misapplied and not used in a proper way, but everybody quotes it. Chronicles 7:14. You know it? If my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. But with due respect to that, I think we should turn from our evil ways. But Christians have been turning from their evil ways, repenting of them for generation after generation after generation. If we would seek his face, what? You mean we haven't been trying to seek his face all this time? Those things are going on, and those are not the cause of revival. And in a similar way, they're not the cause of our salvation. And in a similar way, they're not the cause of our sanctification. God brings people to themselves and to the very end. And then when there's no hope left, he comes and he loves them into life. I am crucified with Christ. That's not a commandment. That's a fact.